You know how it is sometimes, you don't want to spend too much money, you just want something to throw around, maybe take away with you, something to throw in the car. Now, I actually use a Velbon right there. Well, you can't see it, but it's doing a sterling job, and I absolutely love it. It can fold down, I can throw it over my shoulder, it's super light and it's sturdy. But this was only £63, so I thought it would be cool to take a look at it. You get what seems to be a nice sturdy case. Not a massive fan of the branding, but that's life these days. And anyway, if I was that desperate, I could just paint that over or something, but not too fussed. Actually, for me anyway, it's better than the other one that comes with the smaller model of this, which is camouflage. Not my thing at all. Importantly, you've got a maximum load capacity of 6 kilos, maximum height of 160 centimeters, minimum 40 centimeters, 4 sections, 24mm diameter, blah blah blah, die cast, 1.3 kilograms. It can do monopod and a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm reading in French for some reason. Here we've got a little pouch, suppose that can go in your belt loop right there, little carabiner if you want to just clip it on, and hexagonal wrench key. And there it is, completely folded down. Yeah, nice and light, feels quite slim, decent texture to it, some kind of brushed aluminium there. If it really matters, I'll throw up what the material actually is. We've got one of these nice little bags, which I actually quite like for lenses and stuff, but that's protecting the ball head. I'm not convinced that it's originally by Zecti, as I have an identical one. I think I got the Andoa branded one, but anyway, I do like it. It's got a nice little dial here for loosening, adjusting and tightening the ball head itself. It's got a dial on the side so you can adjust the rotation, speed and strength and lock it in to place. Simple little spirit level there. To release the plate, you just turn there. Be very careful, because once you start to loosen it, that widens out and that will slide straight out. And also just be careful you don't lose that screw thread there. All standard fits, and as long as you treat it with care, feels nice and solid, and it has a little bit of protection there for the base of your camera. It's not particularly smooth, but that doesn't matter too much because you're not using it really to create any movement in video. Turn that in, locked nice, and you've actually got some degree markings in there. Get this leg here and turn it. What do we have here? Nice little monopod. Obviously isn't as tall as the rest of the setup, but could get you out of a sticky situation. Very easy to put away, and you can just screw it back in and you're back to that setup. You've got at the top of each leg sort of a lever there, sort of a switch, so you can adjust the level of splay. That's probably not the right term. So you get it there, that's not pushing any further past. Of course, you pull it out, that'll let you pull the leg all the way up, but it won't splay out as it is now if you lock that in. That can take a little bit of getting used to, but you're going to set up your tripod before you put your gear on top of it. You'll see a nice little retractable hook, so you can hang your bag on there and get an extra bit of weight to pull it down in some extreme circumstances. You've got 2 height adjusters for the main column there. So you've got one nearest to the ball head, which you can just loosen, pull up, tighten as you wish. As you see, it will still turn around. So if you turn this one here, not turning at all, loosen it and pull it up if you want maximum height. But of course, be careful if there's a lot of wind. Once you're pushing it up that far out, this is a lightweight tripod, you might be risking it a little bit, as it's not going to be as sturdy at full length. It all depends upon the size of your camera, but if you just loosen it, you'll see that it can go down to the ground. So, you know, if your camera's only small, you can get it as low as you want, really. The thing feels pretty decent quality. Doesn't feel too bad. And you may well be seeing it in more of these videos. Now, this system is on all the legs, so actually I do quite like this kind of setup because you can just get it to where you want it, clip down, and you're away. So when all is said and done, you can just unclip everything, nice and easy, although my face doesn't reveal that. Clip it down, push the center column up so it's like that. Get the little bag and then pop that in, zip it up. You've got a little bit more room in there if you really need to throw some bits and pieces in. Don't think you'd go too far wrong for £63, 63 inches maximum. Monopod, not to mention the handy bag and the little toolkit pouch thing that came with it. And actually, thank this because it started to rain and I used it to cover my Canon. You got to use your noggin these days. That was the first of the 2 Zecti videos that I'm going to be making. A little bit of budget fun, but with some interesting gear. Next up, the Zecti model ZT-017 light panel. Very interesting indeed. Stay tuned. Why is it when I film these videos for you guys, I end up injuring myself? I'm going to have to get insurance for this. Apparently it's a tourism tripod. Cursed rain. Time for a coffee break. This could last quite a long time. And as you can see, taller than me, almost. I'm on a hill. Don't laugh. I'm only short, 164, and this is 160. With the ball head,